Alright man, whoa, what's good, bro? My name is FlemLo Raps. Hope y'all having a great Memorial Day. I'm actually planning to do a little bit of barbecuing with the fam a little bit later today, but we gotta knock out this work. We gotta take care of this business first. So if this is the first video you're seeing, I have or will upload 2 other videos today. I'm doing a total of 3, so the other 2 are gameplay videos. Now, if you saw my video last Monday, we answered a question for a subscriber named Carter Yacht. He was having some spinal issues and he was wondering if he should continue to play football or try to go in another direction. We did our best to answer his question, give him as much information as we possibly could so that he could make that decision for himself. And he says that the information that he got very helpful and he appreciated it a lot. Now, shortly after that, I got a couple other questions. One that I want to answer for you today. This is from William Boyd Shirley. Here's what he wrote. Hey Flem, I'm a teenage musician, country music, and I was wondering if you had any tips on how to grow a fan base and try to go somewhere with music. I post videos on my Instagram and occasionally on my YouTube, but haven't really gained a fan base outside of friends and family. Thanks for responding. You're a true inspiration and I love the video. All right, bro. First and foremost, what we got to do if we want to grow a platform online, that's a YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. You want to grow your following, increase your influence, and get more people to hear your music, right? So you post on Instagram and YouTube, that's great. Here's the problem. When you send me this message on Twitter, I clicked on your profile, I go to your profile page, and when I get here, there's no link to your Instagram or your YouTube, first off. So I wanted to hear your music and I could not even find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew who you were, you told me you did music, I landed on your Twitter page, and from your Twitter page, I can't easily get to any of your music. So in your profile, you definitely want to link one of those 2 sources so that anybody who lands on your Twitter can get to those places and vice versa. If I land on your Instagram, I should be able to get to your YouTube. Land on your YouTube, I need to get better to get everywhere. You gotta link that up. Number 2, I would post music, but I would not post music with no context, right? If you're gonna post just songs on your YouTube or just songs on your Instagram, bro, there's so much music today. And I'm not saying that it's oversaturated. What I'm saying is, just like there's so much sports gaming channels today, if I just uploaded gameplays with nothing else, you probably wouldn't sub to me. You need to create content around it. And the beauty of it is you don't even have to try to get super creative. Just document, talk about what a song means to you. Show your process while you're creating it. Obviously, you want to show your performances, but don't just show your performances. Vlog that day. Vlog up to. You understand? That way we have all the context around it. Is way more interesting. If you're doing all original music, YouTube is a great place because it's a search engine. You need to figure out what people who like the type of country music that you make, what else do they like? You know what I'm saying? What do they search for, right? Then you need to find a way to get your content coming up in that category. I don't know anything about country music, so unfortunately I can't really give you an example pertaining to country music. I'll give you examples pertaining to my channel though. I was building my channel, I was doing Dynasty, NCAA, football 14, right? So I wanted to create content that people who like NCAA 14 would also like, that's more easily searchable. That's why when the college football season's going on, when there's a current game, I'll do a playthrough of that game. People who are then looking for that game find my video on it, which they then find my channel. Now they see I got all this content that I'm creating around this old game that they couldn't find before. Bam, they're here, subscribe. Same thing with Last Chance U, and on and on and on. There's always a strategy behind it. That's a search strategy. That's what you call a discovery strategy. Okay, and then when you get your people in, now you want to do your audience development stuff. For me, that's the dynasties, the RTGs. Like, that's not the stuff that's gonna grow you super huge, but that's the stuff you want to feed to your audience. So you want to entertain your audience. Start to put your personality out there, man. Don't be afraid of that. If you try to please everyone, you'll please no one. Put yourself out there. Some people gonna like you, some people not. Good. That's what you want. What you don't want is for people to be like, man. That's what you don't want. You don't want to be forgettable. Let me look at the question again. Let me make sure I'm answering the question. I was wondering how to grow a fan base and try to, grow a fan base and try to go somewhere. Because once you start to build and cultivate a fan base online, you can leverage that to get into places to perform, you know what I'm saying, and different things like that. Now, because of the type of music you're doing, I think country music lends itself well to live shows. I would definitely look into that as well. Local places around you. You gotta get a camera, you gotta get people to film that. And keep in mind, when you're performing, you're not just performing for the people there, you're also performing for your online fan base that you either have already created or you're in the process of creating. Engage with your people, figure out what they want to see, and they're gonna rock with you. I challenge you. Here you go. Watch this series watch like 3 or 4 episodes of it. It's called Day to Day. It's Wiz Khalifa. If you're familiar with Wiz Khalifa, he's a rapper. I used to really be a big fan of Wiz back in the Gap. I'm not really on his more current music, which is fine. But he continues to cultivate his fan base in his day-to-day series. It's basically like a little vlog. And yours doesn't have to be that elaborate because, you know, you may not be able to afford the person that's editing and shooting and doing all of that stuff, but you just get somebody to point the camera, you can learn how to edit it up yourself. You know, that's what I did. I just learned how to use Premiere on my own. But in a nutshell, that's what you want to do. There's so many online resources, bro. If you're trying to figure out how to grow an online following of any kind, the stuff is kind of blanket, but it'll work for what you're doing. Once you create and build an online following, you know, if you have 500 subscribers and you're doing music and then you put out a song, you got to think at least 50 to 150 people automatically within like the first 48 hours are going to hear your music and have access to it. And then that thing continues to grow and spread. But that's what I would do. I'm not sure why you don't have your stuff on your Twitter. I don't know if you're embarrassed or if it's just an oversight. I'm not sure. But jump out there, bruh. Don't be scared. And I'm not saying is to build it, they will come. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you have to build, you do have to build it. Then you have to invite people in by creating searchable content or content that'll come up in related videos or content that's easy to share. There's a lot of different strategies for growth. Last thing before I end this, once you start your stuff, you gotta be consistent. If you're gonna upload once a week, upload once a week. Let them know what day you're gonna upload. Even if 2 people are watching your videos, let them 2 know. In the next video, you'll probably get 5 views, and the next you get 10. You may be way beyond that. You might be getting a couple hundred views, a couple thousand, I don't know. But anyway, that's my advice. I hope that helps. FlemLo Raps.